My name is Jakes, and welcome to this blueprint showcase. This is what I call the Spire Coast Outpost. So the idea behind the Outpost is basically just your base of operations. So this is where I can plan, where I can make notes, and for the YouTube series I'm currently busy with, for all my Phase 4 things, this will help the viewers just keep track of exactly what's going on, what's up next, and what the current plan is. This is the observation deck. There you can see the old city, so this is everything up until Phase 3 was that little city over there. Anyways, let me show you the rest of it. So, Spire Coast Outpost, we've got a MAM here for any additional research that we might need. This is our Stage 1 planning. Blip blip blip. And here we go. So, this is Phase 4, Stage 1. This is basically the first thing that I need to do. And our first overall goal is power generation. So I've worked it out for 216 fuel generators, which is going to give us a total of 54,000 megawatt. So that's going to be quite a chunky build, but what we need is all of this, and I'm focusing on water. So over here is the diluted fuel production requirement, which is going to be packaged water. For that I'm going to need 4,320 per minute, along with the equivalent amount of canisters. But what we're focusing on today is just going to be this outpost, and this entire outpost is completely modular, so all of this can be put down except for the decorations within 2 to 3 minutes. You can build this entire outpost easy. Alright, I'll show you this one. This is the control room, blip, blip, blip. And this is the overall planning for Phase 4. So, quick disclaimer, this curved control panel here, this was not made by me. This is actually brilliantly done by a guy named Koff, and you can find this on Satisfactory calculator. I'll put a link in the description. This is actually really, really well done. Anyways, I'm not going to touch too much on this, but this is just the planning for Stage 4. But let's continue showing you guys the modular outpost. Alright, so I've got a section here for the workshop. And obviously you can do anything you like. I mean, this is completely limited to it's completely limited to your imagination. And what I'll do is I'll probably add a couple of more planning rooms as my Phase 4 buildings grow, and I need more stuff just to keep track of it, and also just as a visual indicator for all my viewers. But yeah, this is the I don't have any power here, so I'm gonna have to fly for now. But yeah, this is the modular outpost. Really handy, really cool, and I really like the way that it came out. It actually looks pretty damn sweet. Alright, so let me show you exactly how this works and how the modular blueprints actually fit together. Before we continue, I just want to give a big shout out to Excited for the inspiration that led to this modular blueprint concept. He's an amazing creator and well worth a watch. Definitely go check him out. Right, moving on. Right, so I'm gonna slap something together, and I'll show you guys how the blueprint works, and I'll try to use as many of these pieces just as an example. And I think we'll do it right here. We'll just kind of like expand it out. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, let's do it. What I would start off with first is, let's say this is the main entrance. We'll slap it right over here. I'm just going to give it some height, so I know that if I go far to the rear end, I've got enough clearance at the back. Right, so once you put this down, you'll see there's like this little notch right there. And that little notch is essentially how you line things up. So you'll see all of these have got like these little notches, or it's got a beam, a full-on beam there. So if you want to now make let's call this like a little foyer, a little lobby area. So let's grab one of these. So just blueprint mode, put it there in the back, and just kind of line it up. You might have to do some mini nudging here and there. So put one of those in. We'll tee off to the right hand side immediately. So I'm going to grab this one, which is the single door, and it goes off to the right. So there we go. That just sticks together. Let's do the little sky bridge here. I really like this one. I'm gonna grab this one. We're gonna put it there. And again, just kind of just line it up. What I also do is I just kind of like quickly go around and just double check that everything seems to be where it's supposed to be. And then if it is, you can just lock it in. Alright, so you got the sky bridge there, so let's do, got the double doors, single doors. We'll do the one of the vents. Just put that one in there, perfect. Let's do, I think that we'll do 2 of these, just because, why the hell not? There we go. And there we go. Alright, let's bring in this corner piece. Okay, this one will require a little bit of nudging. Okay, that's it. We'll do the observation point out this way because that could look interesting. And I think what we'll do a custom. We'll do an extra long sky bridge. Actually, no. What we need is the door first for the sky bridge to connect. So we'll do this kind of like security door. And I'll put this one here. This should look cool. Again, just nudge it in, line it up. It should be fine. Okay, let's grab the sky bridge. But so we're not going to do the bridge with the end segments. We're going to do the other one. So we're going to do it piecemeal. And grab this one. And this one should fit right in here. So this one you just kind of have to eyeball a little bit. I think the height is good. Everything else seems good. Let's just make sure that sometimes there's a little gap there. So I'm gonna do the midsection as well. There we go. Right, so let's do this section that we teed off. So with this side door, I'm just going to do a little catwalk. That's going to go into, let's see, we're not going to use that one. We'll use this proper door. So I'm going to grab this one. And I'm going to need some nudging just to get into position. Right, let's just double check it. So that should do perfectly fine. Alright, put that one in there, and we're going to grab one of these kind of like pre-made ones. So this is a very large one with the door to the side. We'll have the door, we'll have the door go towards the inner side. I'll show you what I mean by the door. There you go, there's a little door there. So let's just move this in. Alright. That should be it. And that's the observation. So this is going to be we'll do the control room in there. So for the control room, I'm going to use this is a security segment. Yeah, here it is. Kind of like a little security door, a little checkpoint. And I'm just going to make sure that we've got the right one in here. Yep, we do. Put that one in there. Okay. Alright, so we'll grab the control room next one, which will be this one here. Alright, this one's specific to my save, but I'm including it as well because it's kind of cool. And it's got Koff's little control room in there, which is excellent. It's probably one of the best blueprints I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Alright, so control room is in. Let's do the observation point on that side. Hey, Mr. Big Boff. Alright, so to do the end point there, we're going to need this end start point. Come on. There we go. Alright, snap that one on there. And I want the observation one, but the observation one needs an entrance segment. So we're going to grab... let's do the open one. Get some variety going here. So this is the gate one. Alright. So this one needs to go this way around. Okay, you don't really have to do it exactly like this, but that is the recommended usage. You can mix it around if you like. Alright, observation deck. Just have to pronounce that properly. Alright, let's see. There we go, that lines up. Okay. Obviously these nudges you have to clear out after the build, just so they're not a problem. Alright, so let's grab this big one. So we've got a door off to the side. I'm going to do this again. So we'll do 2 should be fine. And then I'm going to grab this big one. Just get the same level here. There we go. I believe the door's on this side. Yep. Okay, let's have a look. Mini nudge. Is it close enough? It is now. Put it in, and I think we pretty much used just about all the examples available. So let's go have a look and see what it's like. We'll try and get to the observation deck first. Alright, here we go. So everything should, you can see, probably need to nudge this one a little bit closer. That's an easy fix. There we go. So we've got our sky bridge. Very nice. We've got this long area with 3 separate parts on it, which then goes to a 45 bend, and we've got these kind of like security doors. I see. It needs to be nudged a little bit closer. Alright, so here we've got the long sky bridge, followed by the observation deck, or outlook point. This logo close by. Alright, so we'll head over to the control room. Alright, here we go. So we added this little section to the left and go through here. I think this one's a bit low. Yeah, so we need to nudge this up in the future. But yeah, there you go. This is the really big one. You can, I don't know, you can do whatever the hell you want here. I suppose it could be quite easy just to put like 3 of these on top of each other, open up the floors, and just do like a big ass factory in there. Well, actually, a small to medium factory. Right, and then the really cool one. So we've got the control room here, a little security checkpoint, and then there we go. So that's pretty much it. This blueprint will be available on my Patreon. So there we go. That's the Outpost modular Outpost blueprint. And you guys saw now how quickly this was. This was only a couple of minutes just to build this entire section. Obviously, if this was my place, I'll do a hell of a lot more decoration. I'll put some statues in there, put some custom signage on, whatever the case may be. But effectively, this entire section here acts as my notepad, and it's also just a visual indicator for my viewers. It gives it a practical application as well, besides just being something cool and interesting. Right, there we go. As usual, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, please leave me a like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions or any comments, please feel free to do it in the comment section. Or you can join my Discord and grab a couple of free blueprints on there. And again, for my patrons, thank you so much for your continuous support. It is truly appreciated. And I hope this little blueprint set just further shows my appreciation for the support you guys give me. Alright, until the next one, have a good one.